Back to the scripture itself, again, we often think of it as always serious, but there are times where scripture is intended to be funny. We spoke a little bit about this last year, but the book of Jonah was intended as satire. The early hearers and readers of that text would have known that they were using hyperbole and humor to convey a point. And there's another story of this humor that we see in the Bible, and it comes from Elijah. He's having a standoff, kind of a competition, if you will, between his God, Yahweh, and the prophets of Baal. And so they've essentially both set up their altars and their sacrifices, and the prophets of Baal have been asked to call upon their God first, and then Elijah's going to have his turn. So Elijah says to the prophets of Baal, "Choose one of the bulls, prepare it first. Call on the name of your God, but do not light the fire." They called on the name of Baal from morning until noon. "Baal, answer us," they shouted, but there was no response. No one answered, and they danced around the altar that they had made. At noon, this is the part that is intended to be funny. At noon, Elijah began to taunt them. "Shout louder," he said. "Surely your God is a God." I'm just reading the text. "Perhaps your God is deep in thought or busy or traveling somewhere. Maybe your God is sleeping and must be awakened." So they shouted louder. And what he's doing is he's taunting them. He is intentionally trash-talking the other prophets. And the early hearers, again, would have laughed. They would have heard that scripture and just thought that was the funniest thing. And it's good and right to know that there are times where the text is meant to be funny.